Afternoon, people. This is Sam, South Carolina Happy Bees, and it's about 6:30, give or take a little bit one way or the other. This is hive number 340 East Fence, and all the workers are back home by now, because I saw them when they were coming in, and we're going to check them and see how they're doing. I had to go get my smoker. Not that they tried to bother me, but we have all the field bees in here now. Don't we, girls? We're going to see how they're doing. They're supposed to have a blue queen. Was a blue queen the last time we looked. Actually, the last time we looked, they had two queens in here. We took the one and made another nuke. We have a few beetles in here. Not a whole bunch, but you know, one is too many. That's okay. Girls, take care of them. We don't have any peppermint candy in here. I'm going to try to stay straight with the peppermint and the pollen. They both do start with a P. Okay, this one here has honey on it. Most of it's capped. That's what's on that side. And that's what's on the wall side. So they've been working. We're going to put it back in there backwards. So they work on this side. This one here is just a empty foundation or empty frame. This one at one time in life had a queen cell on it, but now they have honey. Ain't that pretty? Now once it's capped like that is what we call honey, but when it has nectar like it has right here, that's not honey, so I don't spin that out. Anybody that buys honey from me gets honey, and it's all been capped. That's just a fishing line frame. This is just a fishing line frame. This one here is built out. Let's see what they got on it. Not much, okay. It's got a little nectar in there. If the queen wanted to come up, she could come up. But the queen don't normally go past 2 deep boxes. That's why I use 2 deep boxes. And you can use 1 deep box and a super box if you want them to start building out the frames. This one here has a little nectar. And they're 1 frame short. So we will be giving them another frame in here. Probably took the frame out when I made the split with the queen. And that's where we got some of these other empty ones on here. We'll put them another frame in here to build out that they can work with. We're going to take this right now and set it over here that y'all probably can't see. There we go. Okay, can y'all see them okay? Yep. Y'all want to pull it closer? We can do that. Start over here on this one. Let's give them a little smoke. If you got a bunch of bees like we have here, if you give them a little smoke along that edge, a lot of times the queen will be there. You give them a little smoke and the queen will go back to the inside and you won't squish them. Another thing I haven't been talking about, but like you'll see a lot of people, they'll go in their hive and they'll pull this frame out first. They'll just reach down here, grab it, and pull it out. If your queen is on that, or if you got a queen cell on it, and or whatever, you're going to roll some bees and roll some queens. If you start over here on the edge, you can push them. We have room here, but we can push them this way, pull it back. We done smoked them, so we know the bees are going down. You see that? That one has larvae. I'm not going to say it has eggs, but it may. It has some drones and they're fixing to hatch. These are drones here. These are drones, they're fixing to hatch. This is all worker brood, and this is honey up here. And these little queen cups right here that we're not even going to bother with them on this one. Now we can take this and stick it over here in the other box where one's missing. This one, they got drones, so they're fixing to do something. We will come back out here tomorrow, I'm sure, and do something with this. They just haven't done it yet. This is worker brood. This is drone brood here. This is worker brood, and this is worker brood. And it has larvae in there. We'll stick it back in there. Very gently so we don't hurt nobody. When we put it back, we don't slide it all the way wall. We got about 3/16 of an inch right there. Queen could be on it. We may have missed her. This one here. I'm looking for the queen first, people. Okay, I don't see the queen. But this is all capped brood. This here's a little queen cup. There's nothing in it, nothing in this one, nothing in this one, nothing in this one. But this has got some drones down here. It's got some nectar in it. And we could stick that in the top. Depends on what she's doing the rest of the way in here. And if she's still in here, we may come back tomorrow if we find her. and make a split or two. We still have some queen cells and some other things. This frame here is laid up. On this side here, this is nectar, this is honey, there's eggs and larvae down here, this is nectar. On this side here, this is all laid up. This little queen cup thing here we don't need. This is pollen, nectar, this is honey. So she's been busy. Says, you think I did good. If I'd had a honey flow, this one here has brood, some honey, some drones. There may be eggs in there, it may not be. Babies hatching. Okay, we have a queen. There's the blue queen. There she is right there. Now, this is just a bubble. There's nothing in it. You can tell that from the way it's built. So we have a blue queen still in here. And she's doing great. She's, what, 3 years old? People said, my queen's a year old, I need to replace her. If your queen ain't one of mine, you may have to. Depending on where you got it from. Shut up, Sam. It ain't right to downgrade anybody. This one here's got nectar and honey and pollen and nectar. Same thing both sides. So we're going to be doing some work on this one tomorrow, I think. Probably what we'll do is just take some brood out of this one and put it in a starter nuke. Put a queen cell in there. Like I say, we got a few of them out here right now. And we'll do the same thing we did on the other frame where the other video we did where we took I sold the queen that morning. That afternoon, the bees knew they were queenless. Okay, this one is filled with nectar and a little honey. This one here is going to be another honey frame. We need to put her frames in there to where she can lay on both sides. We're going to go over here and get her a frame. That was in the freezer that I took out of the freezer this morning. Let it get warm, so I can do this. Here I come. Upstairs. Now this frame here is a got a little pollen in it, but it's a brood frame where the queen can lay in. We're going to stick it right there. We're going to close it up. See how much room we got on these boxes? These boxes here was built a little bit too much bigger, and they were added, I think, an inch. But the bees like them. And that frame we put over here with the brood in it and everything, we're just going to leave them there. I'm going to take this one off. It's heavy. Okay. The bottom box. We'll check the bottom board, see what it looks like. Let me get Sam a seat over here. Whoops. Get the vines out of the way. See, the queen will lay up about 18 inches on 2 deep boxes. A regular queen will. A good queen will go up into the super. And you don't really want to stop her from that. This is has some pollen on it, has a little nectar. Same thing on that side. On your left is the pollen, and on your right is the nectar. Lean it up against the box that it came out of. This next one is one that they were working on until I moved it. The worker said, "That's it." And they fell. That's one they're working on. It's got a little nectar in it. Has some pollen. And the holes that you see in the middle here, like here and here, that's communication holes where the bees can talk to each other. You can't do that with plastic. Or they can't do that with plastic. When I was using the plastic, I was cutting holes in it. Because they can't cut the holes in the plastic, so I was doing it for them. Because they need communication holes so they can talk to each other without hollering too loud. They don't talk very loud anyway. They like to do their wiggle dance, and for everybody to know it. They can't do that with plastic either. This one here has some pollen, some nectar. This one here has some pollen and some nectar. What we could do is just reverse these 2 boxes. Bottom looks clean. Reverse these 2 boxes. Put the queen on the bottom. That way when she comes up, she'll know she got somewhere to lay eggs. That might be what we do. But they do have drones. But if I put her on the bottom, they may not think about them. This is one that they're building, and that's worker cells that they've got there. This one here too, this is all worker cells. The queen could come right on. We might do that now. queen can come on up here and start laying. But when you start seeing drones in here this time of the year, some people say swarm season's over. Now, swarm season is just fixing to start back up. This one here has some drones, has some honey, a little nectar. Yeah, we're going to reverse the boxes on these two. And we're going to do it tonight, so they'll be ready in the morning to go to work. Yeah, see, she can lay in all these. This next one is a stores. It's got honey. Yep, got a honey band on it. But the bottom's still clean, so what we're going to do here put all these back the way they were. Now I don't know why the queen's not going down. But she hasn't yet. She may. That one there has pollen on it, nectar. I don't know if I need to tell y'all that what we're going to do, and you don't have to watch it or not, but what we're going to do is we're going to take the spring loose in the front, take this box and set it over here. We're going to take this box with the queen and the brood in it, put it down here, put this one back on top of the one with the queen in it, so the queen will come up because she has plenty of room up here to lay eggs, and they can finish up their foundation and everything. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to feed them. We're going to give them some peppermint candy, give them some pollen patty, give them some syrup, so they've got something to build with. But y'all have a great day, great night. Day's about done. Have a great night. Give us a thumbs up, a comment, share, subscribe. We had a swarm this morning, a little swarm. They look like they're going in the box okay, and look like they're staying. I'll close them up tonight about dark when all the bees go inside, and I'll wrap them up, and then I'll move them tomorrow. And leave them locked in there for a couple of days. They have food. But this is it. Y'all have a great night, a great week. This is Sam, South Carolina Happy Bees.